John, I have a lot of clients that are self-employed, and
Mhm.
what is the difference between the getting the mortgage for as a self-employed versus a salaried employee, where you know how much they make, it's on paper, in
Yeah,
terms of obtaining a mortgage? And would you say it's more difficult for to obtain a mortgage as a self-employed?
it's it's a yes and no answer,
Okay,
and you hit the nail on the head there. The biggest difference is with a salaried employee, they have T4s.
right.
They can generally say, hey, this person works full time. They work 80 hours every 2 weeks. They get paid this much. It's more guaranteed, if you can say.
Mm,
When you're
okay.
talking self-employed, really the biggest challenges are, have you been doing it for more than 2 years?
Mm,
Have you been filing taxes? Do you owe taxes? How much income are you claiming? So those are the immediate challenges with the self-employed. Is it more difficult? It depends. It depends on, like what is it you're doing, how long you've been doing it for, and how much income are you claiming. And we understand that even us on the phone here as being self-employed,
yeah.
you're able to you have expenses and you're able to use those expenses to lower your income so that your tax obligations are lower,
Right,
right?
right.
But at the end of the day, your income also is going to dictate how much you can borrow, right?
Yeah.
So, somebody making $200,000 on paper, they pay taxes, the lender sees that that's great. But if
Mm,
you're self-employed and your income was 200,000, your revenue was 200,000, sorry, let me rephrase that. But how much was your income? How much
mm,
was your income? How much did you claim as your income? And how do we qualify as much as possible towards getting a loan? So is it more complicated? Yes, it can be.
yes,
Is
yes, it can
it
be.
impossible? No, it's not. Is it going to be a bit
Okay.
more work? Absolutely, right?
Okay.
And again, because like now you have to deal with, like if you have an accountant, you have to look at the T1 generals, we have to
Mm,
look at your bank statements. Bank statements are very crucial,
right.
and 12 months of bank statements, the business bank account statements. So it's a lot more intensive. But
Mm,
is it impossible? No. Does it mean you have to pay higher rates right away? Absolutely not. You can still get preferred rates depending on the scenario altogether, right? Because again, like you can look at it as there's also the component of the person borrowing, right? Now, the person's credit score is a credit score there, and I think that's again another whole thing about credit score. So,
so I guess from your answer, it's a little bit more work intensive if you're self-employed, but it's not
yeah,
impossible.
yeah, and again, it's just if you have good record keeping, you have your
Right.
invoices, you have your bank statements, you've done your taxes, and you're all up to date, it can be a lot faster.
So the more organized you are, the
Yeah,
easier it is.
absolutely. And that you know what, that goes for both, right? But again,
Right.
there's more paperwork involved with a self-employed person, so the more
Yeah.
organized you are, yes.
Yes, I know this coming from tax season. Yeah, I know it's difficult.